In a world where people seek validation based off likes and comments on social media, you got people in this world who don't even really post on social media. And I want to know, just like you want to know, what makes them so special? Because they're really special because they're not following the crowd. But I'm going to tell you what makes them so special. Because they're not trying to be seen like everybody else. They're not doing what everybody else is doing. Because times have changed. This is a different world. This is a crazy world. Because back in the day, everybody wasn't caught up on social media. Majority of the people want to post everything they do. They want to feel validated. They want to get likes. They want to get comments. It's to the point that they can't even control their life in the real world. But the people who never post, they can control their life. They got a sense of control. It's like they got a confidence, an aura about themselves, which is so powerful. And people are still trying to figure them out. But you'll never figure them out because they never was a part of the crowd. They never went with the trends. So that's what makes them different. And that's what makes them powerful. Because those are the powerful people. Now, I'm going to keep it real now. Everybody does have a social media. But it's the way that you use social media as a tool. A lot of people don't know how to use it right. But the people who never post, they use it just the right way. And a lot of people just can't figure them out. But they don't want you to figure them out. They don't want you to know what they're doing the next day. Because they feel like they don't seek validation from others. They're confident within themselves. Because a lot of people lack confidence. And you got some people who felt like they never really had a voice until they got social media. They never had the confidence to do anything. And they start feeling like a different person. They start feeling like they're powerful once they got them a social media page. But in reality, if you wasn't powerful before the social media, like what makes you powerful now? That's just the lack of confidence that you never had. Because you don't need social media to validate you. And the people who never post on social media, they know that. Because you know, a lot of people will be like, well, why they not posting about their life on social media? So, which means if they never post about their life on social media, it never happened to people. And that's not true. And I'm tired of people just thinking like that. Just because you choose not to put your life out there, that doesn't make you weak. That really makes you more powerful than the people who always want to show off and be seen. Because you got a lot of showboats out there. You got a lot of people who want to be seen for the wrong reasons. And you know how they always say the loudest person is the brokest in the room? That's really a true statement. Some of y'all can debate me about that in the comments, but I really believe that's true. Because your presence doesn't have to be seen all the time. Your presence can be felt in silence. And you know how they always say, it ain't about what you do, it's how you do it. So if you're not using social media in the right way, like you're supposed to, what's the point of being seen? You got some people who just want to get out there and be seen for views and likes. Really don't know how to manage their real life. But they always going on social media trying to keep up with the fake life, the facade. So now they got an image to uphold. But the people who never was really infatuated with the fake life, they don't have an image to uphold. Because they're living for themselves. They're not living for others like the majority of the people. Those are the leaders. Those are not the followers. Because when you see those type of people, whose presence is still felt without even posting on social media, you just got to get out their way because they mean business. They come in the room, they observing everything, they not trying to speak, they don't act like they know everything, and that's what makes them powerful. Because you never notice that people who don't post on social media, the looks on their faces, it's like they're not bothered by nothing. Because in reality, they have to live for them. And once you start to learn that a social media post doesn't validate you, like people who don't post on social media, you're going to be special. Because it's gotten out of hand. All these story times. It's like every day we look up, I see a story time. Every day. Especially on TikTok. Everybody got a story time. So it's like you can't even enjoy your life because you got to have a story time. You know? Every day. You got a story every day. Something that's not adding up. And that makes your presence not felt the way it's supposed to be if you're always on the internet all the time. Just imagine if you had a friend in your life and y'all was cool and you and your friend is hanging out and then the next day your friend goes up and posts story time and talking about the day y'all was hanging out. How would you feel? You wouldn't feel quite too good because it's like you don't want your life to be a movie all the time. And that's where people go wrong. They want to post everything for content. Why? I don't know what's the powers of that. Because everybody just feel like they want to be seen. But not the people who don't post. Because they ain't worried about being seen. And that makes them so special because people are going to wonder, like, why they not posting? What's going on with them? But people can never figure them out. They feel like, if you're going to figure me out, it is what it is. But I ain't going to let you figure me out. I'm going to keep you wondering all the time. So, that's why people who don't post on social media are powerful. They're living the best lives. They're not dealing with the drama. They're doing them. And they're so confident because they're not validated by others' opinions and what people think. They don't care. They don't care what nobody think about their life because their life is not open to the public anyway. Because they know the difference between the social media world and the real world. Some people don't know the difference because, say, if you see something happening in the real world, that's what makes them so special because if something crazy is going on in this world, everybody feels like they got to post about it. They got to put it on camera so they can get some views. So the way people are just using social media is just getting out of hand. So the people who don't post, they know how to use it. Because a lot of people say social media ruined people. And we could debate about that topic too. But I think it's the way that people use social media. That's how people are becoming ruined. It's not social media ruining people. It's people ruin social media. You know how they always say one apple spoils it for it all? That's how it really go. Because they gave us this tool to use the right way. But a lot of people is not going to use it the right way. So the very few people who don't even post and don't even care to be seen on social media, they know how to use this tool. They're not letting this tool take over their life. They're not going to the gram. They're not going to YouTube. They're not going to nowhere to post nothing crazy. They don't got a story time every day because they live in their life. Their life is a movie because it's a great life without even a camera roll. They're the most genuine people because people who post all the time about everything, it seems like they let this content world get the best of them. They don't know how to keep their personal life separate from their social media life because they feel like Everybody's doing it now. It's like people think clout is just a new way. Everybody wants clout. Clout is like the new drug. It's like an addiction. Once you post yourself out there and you feel like you got fans and likes or whatever, and you're not doing it for a purpose, you're not adding value, your value goes down. But the people who never post and just exist, they worth a lot more than what they think, because they're not thinking to be worth a lot. You know? They're not thinking about it like that. They thinking about situations different. That's just so cool to me, man. You still have presence, but you ain't making it known for your presence to be felt. That's what makes you powerful. It's just something special about that. Because let me explain the situation to you. Do you know there's people out there, right? They may be friends on social media, and they'll see a person out in public, out and about, right? They won't even come up to that person and say hi. They'll wait till they go back home, see them on social media, and then DM them and say, I saw you out. Why didn't you just say that when you was out? This is a crazy world that we're living in, because back in the day, it didn't used to be like that. Everybody wasn't caught up on social media. It's like, what changed? And I know there's so much crazy things going on in the world. It seems like that's the new trend now. Who would have thought in this day and age, 2025, everybody will be on their cell phones. Everybody will be so caught up on the internet all the time. And even when you try to go out and have fun, you look up, you see people all on their phones. Like, the world never used to be like that. But what about the people who ain't on their phones? What about the people who go out, who's aware of their surroundings? Because the people who's aware of their surroundings and know how to use their phones and not on their phones, those are the powerful people, because they're always aware. And society and social media don't validate them. They validate themselves. And that's a tool everybody should learn. So that's what makes people who don't post on social media powerful, because they don't want to be seen. Everybody don't gotta be seen. And you got some people that be like, well, if somebody got kids, they should post their kids all the time on social media. What they doing? They must not be a good parent because they don't post their kids on social media. Are you kidding me? Some people just don't want their kids to be seen, don't want to be seen. And they have their right to do that. And that's what people just get messed up at. They think people are supposed to do what they're supposed to do. That ain't how it works. People feel like everybody has to post. In reality, you really don't. You got to have control over your life. You can't let social media control you. You have to control social media. So that's the difference that it makes between the people who never really post on social media and the people who always feel like they got to be seen all the time. Then you got people who be on social media just looking and never post. And some people be like, they weird. Why do you never say nothing to post? They not weird. They just know how to use social media. And that's just how I go. They ain't trying to do the new challenges. They ain't worried about that. Because in reality, what does it mean by you being self-validated on social media? Who cares how many subscribers you got? Who cares how many followers you got? You got some people who lit in real life. They ain't just lit on social media. What about the people who lit on social media, but they don't got no values in real life? And posting doesn't validate you. And people who never post, they know that. So they got more value than anybody, because it's just gotten out of hand. And I want to know your thoughts and comments about people who don't post on social media. How do you feel about them? Do you feel like they're very special, or do you feel like they're weird? But in my opinion, they're very special. There's nothing weird about them at all, because they don't have to. That's what people go wrong at. They don't have to. Why you feel like you have to? Huh? Just ask yourself that. Why you feel like you have to? I just want to know. We all want to know. What does it solve by you putting your posts out there? Every day. I know about your life and I don't even know you because you post all the time. You feel me? I shouldn't know what's going on in your life because you want to post on social media or what's happening. Then you got people in their 40s and 50s doing it. Like, come on, bro. You would never think that in a lifetime that you would find people in their 40s and 50s posting everything they do on Facebook or Instagram. It's crazy out here. Times have changed. But what I want to know, how's the future going to look in 50 years with this AI technology? I want y'all to ask AI what the next 50 years is going to look like. Because we never thought we would see this. Everybody just doing everything for likes. And likes don't validate you. And the people who never post, they know that. So that's my take on the situation. Let me know how y'all feel. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.